Yo, what is good people, and welcome back to yet another episode on my channel. I have brought you here today to talk about some stuff because last night I went into a huge car accident. This is a bit of a serious topic, so grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. Okay, so yesterday I was home all day. I wasn't even out like a single time, except from that one time where I went to the cinema. I was watching Jigsaw, actually, a really great movie. I recommend watching it for those who haven't seen it yet, and I recommend all the other Saw series. It's really good movies. But anyways, after the movie, I went to the movie with a friend, and after the movie we went back into our cars, and we were saying like goodbye and all that kind of stuff, and I went home to myself and he went home to himself. But anyways, I thought like, when I get home I have nothing else to do anyways, so I was like hitting up the phone and was like, hey buddy, can I come visit you for a little bit, because I have nothing else to do at home anyways. I probably should have used my phone when doing this anyways. But anyways, so I was like, yeah, sure man, and I went to his house, and it was like Sunday night, like 11 p.m. maybe, around that time, 10-11 p.m. sometime. And I was like driving like really fast because there was like, there's no traffic in Sunday evening, Sunday nights and all that, so like there's no traffic, so whatever. I was driving like maybe 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. It was like a 40 sound or something. I was like, there's no traffic, so whatever. So I was like hitting the gas and like moving really fast. But anyways, I was like halfway to my friend or whatever. So there's like this turn, which is sometimes really icy in the winters and stuff. And there's like, it's really winter outside right now. But anyways, so I didn't even think that it was that icy, but it ended up being. I was like driving really fast against that turn, and I was like turning, and while I was turning I could feel like the car, like the back of the car, like started losing grip. And then I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? Like, I didn't even brake anything because I have done this a couple of times before. So I thought that maybe I can try and drift the whole turn, because I drift a lot on my free time. Like, I'm a hobby drifter and I do this type of stuff all the time. So I thought maybe I could try and do that. So I tried to drift the whole turn, and it went kind of smoothly. But then I realized there was another turn, and I was like, I did not expect that. I forgot about that turn. And then that's like a really like this kind of turn, like straight away. So I was like, oh, I f***ed up. So the rest is pretty self-explanatory. I couldn't take that second turn, so the car just flew over and flipped around, and like it took like one flip and then ended up down like a hill or something, or a little cliff, just a little cliff though, nothing huge. And then it like rolled over a couple of times, and then I ended up sideways. One of my windows broke, my back window broke, the car was like smoldered together or whatever. It was like really smashed and totaled like all over the car. Funny enough, I didn't get hurt at all. I didn't feel any pain. I'm just a normal guy right now. Like, I didn't feel any pain at all. But continuing the story, I saw some car passing by, and they stopped, thankfully. And they came up to me. And while they were coming up to me, I was on my phone with my buddy that I was gonna visit, and he came as soon as possible. And when those people came, they tried to help me out of the car, etc, etc. My door's a little like, I couldn't even get open my door or whatever, so I had to like push them or whatever. And thankfully I got out of the door and I got on top of the car. I jumped down, and then my buddy came and all that, and I tried to explain as good as possible what actually happened. And then some of the people that were there, they called the ambulance and stuff, and they came, it's like 10 minutes to get there. But anyways, it's really quickly, to be honest. It was like kind of far away, but anyways, they came at least, and they talked to me, I talked to them, and then they said I had to come to the hospital to just do a check on me like they normally would. So I sat there and like I took a couple of phone calls, was texting someone and like saying everything was alright and all that kind of stuff to everyone basically. There was a lot of people texting me and calling me at the same time, which I'm thankful for. But anyways, so I was sitting in the hospital car talking to the doctor and whatever. Then we finally arrived to the hospital. And once I got into the hospital, I thought it was like, I'm gonna go straight into the doctor and talk to them and they check on me straight away. But no, I had to freaking wait. So they put me on the waiting place. And I met up with my two buddies there that I told to come there. They were sitting there waiting for me. And I told them that I had to wait a little bit. And then it ended up being like an hour or so. But when I have waited like 30 minutes, the police came. And they had to ask me a couple of questions and all that kind of stuff. And they had to check if I had a drink or whatever. Or if I was high or all that kind of stuff. You get the drill. But anyways, I was all fine and no worries with that. And then I got bad. Then the police left. And I got back to waiting for another 30 minutes. I think it was even more because the doctors here, oh man, they take forever to come. But anyways, finally the doctor came. I was like, while I was waiting for him, I was like, oh, this is gonna be one of those where I wait for an hour and then come in and check for me for 5 minutes and everything will be fine. And I get out and they say, yes, you're fine. Always happens. But anyways, so I got into the doctor and he had to like take off my clothes and all that kind of stuff. I felt a little bit gay to be honest, but it's fine. And he had to check on me on all that kind of stuff, in my ears, my eyes, and my body, my pain, if I felt anything, and all that kind of stuff. And then he said like, yeah, you can go out and wait again, because I had to wait another 30 hours before he came back with the papers that would basically say if I'm okay or not. But it wasn't just that, because then he said, yeah, follow me, you have to do another check. And then I got into like the doctor was like talking and stuff what to do with me, etc, etc. And then they put me into a room and I saw a bed and I was like, wait, what is going on? What's actually going on right now? And the doctor told me that they had to put me in for the whole freaking night. And I was like, no, sir. I don't want that. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, what? That's easily? But anyways, I had to like sign some papers and stuff and then it was all fine. Like, yeah, that like, yeah, thank you. I could leave. And then I just left the hospital and there was like 2 or 3 a.m. I don't even know what the time was anymore. I was like exhausted. I wanted to go home and sleep. But then again, I was like, I can't let my car stay open, in the open I mean. Me and one of my buddies, we went there because the other buddies had to go home because they had to get up early the next day, which is today I'm recording this video. So me and my buddy, we went back to the car. We noticed on the car that there was one tire that was like totally broken. So we had to get another tire, which I had at home. So we went to get a tire and went back to the car. And we had to lift the car up and stuff. We had some stuff to do that back in the car. So we changed out the tire, which means basically the car could actually drive or run on the roads and so I can turn and stuff. So basically we got the car back up on the road. He was driving behind me and then I was driving in the front and the car was making some loud noises. Like I felt like the car was gonna explode any minute. But we was driving and he was driving behind me and there came a lot of smoke out of that car. It was really sketchy to be honest. Then I basically parked the car at his house and it's gonna stay there. It's staying there right now and I'm gonna go grab some parts from the car that I might need later or that I can sell. Basically the car parts I want, I'm gonna take with me, and some I'm gonna give away and some I'm gonna sell. So that's what I'm gonna do later today. I don't even know when this video will go live, but this is Monday the 13th of November, and this accident happened the Sunday, the 12th of November 2017. But that's basically the whole story I just told you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed my beautiful story. Some more water. If you have, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share with your friends. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye, and peace out.
Think she's hot as Rihanna. She thinks she's a young Madonna. I'll give that 7 or 8 at the best. 9 if I'm staring down straight at your chest. 10 if I'm drinking as late as the chefs. I'll say I'm impressed when I see someone standing out, not the ones that keep on handing out booty like change. They moody and strange, like Judge Judy on stage. What? That's an analogy. I hope you're proud of me. I've been undoubtedly spending much more than my salary offers me hourly. Fuck it, this liquor empowers me. I'm spending all of my dough. I'm spending all of my cash. All this money that I ever had, I put that shit on my tab. 12 o'clock.